This is MajahPoint, and I'm Tasha.
And I'm Brittany.
And she's back.
And I'm back. Oh my God. I'm so sorry about last episode. I'm telling you guys, don't grow up. Don't get a license. Don't get a car. It's all a scam. Because when it breaks down, you forget that you're not independent black woman and you revert to being useless. So I had car issues and yeah, that's why I couldn't make it by the time that I resolved everything. It was too late and I had missed it, and I just came and we went and got drunk.
Right.
I didn't drink and drive though. No. So, yeah, sorry about that, but I'm back.
She is back.
Better than ever.
Yes.
And ready to get it poppin'.
Right.
Yeah.
So we have a very interesting and great show for you guys. I just want to let you know, guys, know that there is a guest in here. It's a fly, so it hasn't left and it's not leaving. So, if you see Mr. Fly or Mrs. Fly up in here,
I'm following
right?
the fly.
Exactly. So bear with us, please. But anyway, our first topic, we had a very interesting week, right? Yeah. So the first topic we want to talk about is, regarding Cardi B and Nicki Minaj and their whole beef and what happened during the New York Fashion Week and their whole scrapping or whatever that situation was. I really wanted to touch upon, we wanted to really touch up on the idea of policing women, on whether or not they should pop off or not in certain spaces. And we know the situation that no one really knows exactly why Cardi threw the shoe at Nicki. They say Cardi said that Nicki spoke ill of her, either her motherhood or her child, one of the two. And then Nicki said on her Queen radio show that she didn't. Yeah. So no one knows who should we follow, who's telling the truth in that situation. But I feel like that's their beef. They've always had beef or whatever the situation is. I don't really care about that whole entire situation. I'm over it. I don't know who's telling the truth. I don't care. But what I care about is really everyone sort of talking about in regards to Cardi throwing the shoe or whatever, or whether that was appropriate. Oh, that's ghetto but I only feel that the only reason why people feel it was so ghetto was because white people were around. Because honestly, Cardi have always been that hood girl. She's never said that she wasn't. She's always popped off. Watch her Love and Hip Hop. You see her on her YouTube, on her Instagram channel, where her Instagram pages and whatever. She always said that, she's always hood and she will pop off anywhere, anytime. And it's funny how everyone loves her for that. And then as soon as she shows people I'm gonna throw a shoe at a girl, everybody's like, oh, that's so ghetto. Why? Because rich white folks are around. And I just want people to understand that rich white folks, they be hella ratchet. They probably smoke you know what I'm saying? So it's just why is it unprofessional because white people think it's inappropriate? You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I believe that the whole situation was, in my idea, it had nothing to do with because it's around white people or whatever. This is me just looking at it my way. It's because you don't fight at your place of work. You know what I'm saying? They were at an industry event, and it's just classless to fight there. It's just classless, and over something so dumb. It's something so stupid. So what? First of all, we don't even know if Nicki actually made the statement or she liked the tweet or whatever. We don't even know that.
That's true.
And even if she did, so what? So what? That's not hurting the baby. That's not hurting Cardi's money. And then it's funny. I'm gonna use what Amanda Sears was when Nas was writing about himself. He was he wrote a whole soliloquy after Cardi wrote that whole soliloquy about oh, I let you get away with X, Y, and Z, but you coming at my motherhood, I just I couldn't deal. If Cardi did like it though, if Nicki did like it, it didn't affect you in any type of way. If you should have thrown a shoe at Nicki, it should have been from Nicki trying to stop your bag. And for Nicki trying to not have you work with certain people or telling people, oh, if you don't work with me, I'm not working. That's a reason that you get at somebody, because now they're trying to cut off how you eat. But people every day don't think that you're a good mother because of your past. So what you gonna do, get mad at everybody and throw a shoe at everybody? That's the point that I'm trying to make. I'm disappointed that two grown women got down to blows at such an important important event.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about if white people was there or not white people was there. But then again, Tasha, you got to take into consideration, regardless if we like it or not, white people run America. What they say goes.
They run the world.
They run the world, and what they say goes. So it's not okay to go to a place where they're, running things and you go act the fool. That's just perpetuating stereotypes.
But here's the thing, though. Because
they might be doing cocaine in the bathroom, but you don't see them doing that. They might fight with each other, but you don't see them doing that.
But here's the thing, though. What if, let's say I'm from Switzerland, okay? And what if in Switzerland, my culture, it's like, within Switzerland, my culture is that, like, let's say my boss said something disrespectful to me, and then within my culture, I could punch him in the face. Mm-hmm. If I come to America and then I'm working at a company,
but you know the difference between that Cardi is not from Switzerland. Yes. They're not from another country. We're not no, you're bringing in
Cardi's
variables.
Hood culture, though.
Okay, but Cardi also has a brain.
I know.
And Cardi is also an adult, and you cannot say, because she's from the hood, she can't assimilate. She has to assimilate. She's hanging around Beyonce. Beyonce don't act like that. Mm-hmm. She's hanging around Kelly Rowland, all these type of uppity people. They don't act like that. So it does not matter. So you're telling me that because I'm used to wearing dirty clothes my whole life, I can never wash them? You can still wash your clothes. You can still act to par. Because even herself, she was like, if you notice, I've been trying to transition between being dressed a certain way, and I'm trying to be a little more conservative. So how can she make that change to being more conservative, but you're telling me that she can't make a change to knowing when it's okay to pop off? They have each other's numbers, or somebody in somebody else's camp has somebody's number. They could have scrapped this, or sat at a table, or had Atlantic have a little meeting, and they could have dealt with this, and all of this could have been in private. I feel like Cardi probably had people speaking in her ear, and she just got fed up and she acted on impulse.
I don't even think. I know that's what happened.
I think she just acted on impulse, because I don't think anyone in their right mind will attack someone at such an important event in Fashion Week. That's just not smart, because regardless of if Cardi was right in everything that she did, she might have been right because Nicki was talking a whole bunch of crap. She might have been right, but who's going to be at fault? The aggressor. And who was the aggressor?
Cardi. But here's the thing, though. That's in that situation. But what about the situation with Serena Williams and how she was defending herself on the tennis court, and everyone saw that as, she was acting inappropriately. She shouldn't have popped off. But it's like she was in her right to do that. What about in that type of situation?
Well, in that case, that's more like policing women's behavior.
But then, cause I'm just trying to play the devil's advocate. Because there's people out there, there's people out there who probably side with Cardi, and that's just like,
of course.
Well, she's hood culture, and she threw that shoe because she felt like she had to defend herself.
Of course.
And that's part of her culture.
That don't make it right, though. That don't make it right. That does not make it right. But then when it comes to the whole,
because you're from a certain culture.
What does that mean? My mother is crazy. My mother really sometimes somebody was trying to get in the house, she pulled out a knife and my mother's crazy. So I'm like, if someone provokes you, you're in your right to do whatever it is you want with it. But Cardi is at a level in her career where she is now A-list. She was sitting next to Anna Wintour?
Yeah.
Anna Wintour 2 days or a day before this happened. Not any scallywag can go and sit next to her at Fashion Week. So it's just like, you cannot act the same way because you're no longer there.
Here's the thing. I know if I was Cardi, right, I wouldn't. I wouldn't pop off at the
event.
At the event, not because I'm sitting next to Anna Wintour or rich white folks were around, because Nicki did have a statement where she basically was like, all these important people were around, and that she didn't mean to act that way, whatever the situation is. I wouldn't act that way because I'm wearing a very expensive dress and I worked mad hard to get ready, and for me to be all this, whatever.
Tasha, but I would have. I'm sorry,
but I would have knocked on her door instead.
You cannot blame Nicki for thinking that way, because those are the people that run her label company. Do you understand what I'm saying? The white people. They are the people that run it. So it's just like, yes, it sucks that they are the one that dictate what's okay to do and what's not okay to do. But sometimes you have to play the game.
But here's the thing. This is what I always tell my mom. I always say the problem with black people, people of color, like, we give white people valet. we give them too much like value. Like we put them up here and they don't really need to be up here. I've seen so many white folks do so many inappropriate things, but it doesn't go all the way online. People don't really police it. People just be like, oh, well, whatever. But it's like when it's Cardi and Nicki, they want to make it a big thing. They want to be like, oh, they're just two ghetto girls. When it's like at the end of the day, whatever the situation was, okay, everybody's crazy. Black, white, Asian. I've seen, so, you know how many videos I've seen on Instagram or on YouTube? All different types of races of people acting crazy, people fighting at weddings. I've seen a Middle Eastern wedding where they were just fighting. That's inappropriate, whatever. But like, it's like when it comes to like black people though, it's like everybody wants to make it such
You know why? You know why?
I mean, I understand
you know
why.
Because they already have the pre idea that this is something that black people do.
Exactly.
So when it happens, it's just like, this is what we're talking about. Right. Do you know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
I'm not saying that what they did wasn't natural. If two people have beef, sometimes it comes to blows.
Yeah.
I understand that, and it's natural. But I'm sorry, I'm not even looking at it like who was there, who was not there. As two grown women, you just don't do that. You just don't do that. It's annoying and you don't do it.
So let's talk about what's the appropriate spaces for us to do it. Like I personally feel
house.
like don't do things like that at a wedding or at a funeral. Like
or at a job function.
Or at a job function.
Or anywhere, do it behind closed doors. If you're gonna end someone's career, do it like Beyonce. Do it behind closed doors. Like, that's just what it is. And that's what I don't understand. It's just like, Cardi was the aggressor, but you honestly attacked her someplace where you knew you couldn't get to her.
You know what? Just real quick.
That made me feel like that was being filled by Love and Hip Hop, because that's what they do. They attack knowing that they're not even going to get to them because of security.
I mean, I just want people to understand. I'm not agreeing with Nicki or Cardi.
No, because they're both wrong.
I think both of them are just clowns.
I feel like they're immature. Like, this was not supposed. Yo, Tasha, they could be making so much money together, son.
They could have been collabing.
They could have been touring right now together.
They could have been. It could have been a tour called Two Queens or whatever. Like
money.
My last note on the whole Cardi and Nicki thing, I don't think either one of them were right, and I'm super disappointed in them. I'm super disappointed because regardless, this might not close any doors for Cardi, but it might limit some of the spaces that she can frequent. Yeah, just because
unfortunately. Even though people are gonna be like doing the same thing too, but they don't get that.
But they don't get police. They don't get police. But because we do, we have to be mindful.
And we just have
to be mindful.
I understand, but also it's not fair that they get to dictate the status quo of what
and then break it.
What's professional and what's not. It's like, who are you to do that? Like, you ain't shit either. If we ain't shit, you ain't shit either. Yeah. So it's just really frustrating for me. But it's also frustrating that these two amazing, talented, beautiful women are out here just acting dumb over some dumb stuff.
And it's not only for women in rap, it's also for women in R&B with the stealing and the thieving and the taking over styles and careers and ending careers.
That's true.
I'm really disappointed. I'm just disappointed. And if this had to happen, I wish it would have happened behind closed doors and we never found out about it.
And honestly, all of Cardi's fans are old Nicki fans.
So they could have united that whole thing. Y'all messing up both y'all bags.
Yep.
And Nicki, you need to be extremely mindful because they trying to give you the boot.
Yeah, they really trying to.
So you doing this, regardless if you were the aggressor or not, you've been talking a lot. She has
been starting stuff, and I'm just like, Nicki, this is why I kept saying that I wanted her to come out with her album Queen, but in silence, just win in silence. Like, you don't got to do all that because you're already established, you know?
Oh, whatever, nobody cares about that because it's stupid.
Back to the Serena and Naomi Osaka. Not only that, you know, they were being completely disrespectful to Serena, just like giving her all these violations for no reason, making it seem like, you know, she's trying to be, you know, that woman in the athletic world, and they're just trying to stop that because she's a black woman and she's a queen and she's winning. But also, I really feel for Naomi Osaka. I just want to shout out to Naomi Osaka for winning, for being a champion. She is half Haitian and half Japanese. Her mom is Japanese. Her dad is Haitian.
She's super young, right? She's like 20.
She's 20 years old. 1997. I'm like, she's younger than me. I need to get my life together.
Don't that make you feel like crap? Like, what are we doing with our lives?
I really sat there on my bed like, wow, I ain't shit. Damn. But it's okay. I'll be somebody someday. But yeah, I'm just really excited for her. Just to be clear, she was born in Japan, but she has dual. I think she has dual citizenship. I'm very sure she has dual citizenship in Japan and the United States. So her nationality is Japanese and American, but her ethnicity is Haitian. So she's half Haitian and half Japanese. And I just want to talk about how what annoys me a little bit was that, everybody was congratulating her and everything, but some people were saying that, oh, she's not like Haitian enough. And that kind of bugged me out a little bit because I'm just like, hey, I don't care if you are 50% Haitian, 100% Haitian, 75% Haitian, it doesn't matter. If you are sort of forwarding or advancing the legacy of Haiti because you are Haitian and you out here doing great things.
Why does it matter?
Why does it even matter? And I'm so tired of that because, like, for example, like...
This happened to me.
I'm sure, like, when you go back to Panama, they're like,
no, not so much in Panama. It's happened to me in high school.
In high school?
In Panama, no. In Panama, they're like, she's Panamanian. She just lives
What
in
happened
America.
in high school? Like, what?
In high school, we were supposed to do a talent show, and we were going to do this salsa dance, and I was paired up with this, like, Dominican guy. Oh. And then he goes, oh, you're not Spanish. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, no, you're black. You're not Spanish. And I was just like, my guy, I wasn't even born here. Like, what are you talking about? You are not Spanish. You're American. You don't even speak Spanish. What are you saying? And honestly, Tasha, that really hurt my feelings because for a long time, it was just like, people would just, like, if I would say I'm Panamanian or if I would just be like, I'm Spanish, they're like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
You're not. And then that's why whenever people would just be like, Brittany, you're black, I would be like, no, I'm Panamanian. Because to me, everyone was negating one side. Like, I'm Panamanian.
Is that why some people really, instead of just saying, yeah, I am black, they just say, oh, I'm Dominican.
Because from when I was in Panama, I was only Panamanian. It wasn't I was black or white or orange or purple. It was just I'm Panamanian. It wasn't until I got here that I noticed that's a thing.
Right.
So when I got older and going through high school, and then I noticed I am black. That is my race. My ethnicity, Panamanian.
And your nationality.
My nationality, I'm Panamanian because that's where I would be. Right. So it's just, and if we talk about nationality, American too, because that's what it said on my passport. That's what's on my passport.
Yeah.
So I understand where she was coming from that, because it's just like, so what if she wasn't born there and she didn't walk the streets? So what?
It's just so disrespectful.
It's something positive that's going to the Haitian people. Just take it.
Exactly.
Embrace it.
Like, I'm Haitian and I'm so proud of her, and I'm so proud to, when I'm looking at the list of just great Haitian people, she's right there. And like, yo, she's 20 years old.
Like, oh my God, you don't watch Insecure, but Daniel, you don't know, but when you know that, when I found out Daniel was Panamanian, I was like, yes.
You see what I'm saying? You see
I don't
what I'm
care.
saying?
I don't care if he 1%, 1.5%.
Representation
He
matters.
said he Panamanian.
Representation
all I care about.
matters.
But can we talk about Serena and the fact that she got fined $17,000 because her coach gave her a thumbs up?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. How the hell is a thumbs up coaching?
He did
What is that?
this, which means get closer to the court. But first of all, everybody does it. Every coach that sits in the court side, whatever, does that. But nobody, she wasn't looking. If you saw the cameras, she wasn't even looking at his
But
direction.
my thing is,
that's number one.
him telling her to get closer to the court is still not going to do anything. If she's going to lose, she's going to lose.
Exactly.
But my thing is, like, I bet money that men and their coaches have done that and even worse.
What are you talking about?
And they don't get police.
What are you talking about? The referee guy, his name is Carlos Sanchez or Carlos Santos or something like that. And they have so many things on records where men who play tennis have cursed him out, have done things so inappropriately.
And because she asked for an apology
never had a
for
penalty.
basically
Never had a penalty.
calling her a cheater, he gives her a penalty. And I think he took a game away from her. He took a point away from her.
And I'm telling you, girl.
No wonder Naomi couldn't take that win the way she took it.
There are men tennis players, guys.
I heard something breaking rackets and
cursed the referee out. Threatened. Ooh, there was one. I think he was Italian or French. He cursed the referee out. Not one penalty. Not one. Because she's a black woman, because she's out here, she's the second greatest athlete of all time. And she's black, and she's a woman, and she's powerful, and she's dark skinned, and she's thick. They are mad. and they are trying to find any reason to bring her down.
Can we talk about the cartoon
Any
that
reason.
was so disrespectful?
It was basically a minstrel.
It was so disrespectful. That cartoon
An Australian
was so
cartoon.
disrespectful. They made her look like she was a baby because there was a pacifier in the picture, like she was throwing a tantrum. And not only that, they made her look fat like a cow.
They made her look like an animal,
with
big old...
huge lips, like. Whoa!
And then they made
why?
the girl...
Because she's telling you that she's not being coached and that you disrespected her because she rather lose than to cheat. How the hell you think this woman got to where the hell she's at by cheating? Cheaters only get so far.
True.
Cheaters only get so far. There's only so far that cheating will get you.
Look at the Maria girl who's also a tennis player who took steroids.
Like, it will only get you so far. It's only raw talent that gets you to where she has been. How disrespectful.
And then the girl,
Just rude.
and then the little cartoon on the side that's supposed to be Naomi, first of all, is not black, is a white girl. And she's saying,
and did you also notice that once before she won, she was Japanese Haitian, but when she won, she was just Japanese?
She was just Japanese. And then somebody, because on Wikipedia, anybody could just edit on it. It's like public. So anybody can edit on it.
No wonder everybody, your teachers is like, do not use
Wikipedia. That's what they say. No, don't use it.
It's not credible.
That's what they say. Don't use it. But like, they had it. She was Haitian Japanese, and it's Japanese. And then I checked again today. It's back to Haitian Japanese. Somebody is on it. It's probably somebody black or somebody Haitian. Just
but
like
that's
on it,
disrespectful.
But that's
just disrespectful. So she's good enough to be both when she's not a winner, but when she's a winner, she only has to be Japanese. Like, come on, what is the problem?
Yo,
what is the problem?
PSA, people are threatened by black people's greatness and black people's excellence, and this is a.
But that's always
this is
been the case.
This is a great example of it because everybody act like they're asleep.
I wish we can have a rematch, and that's not taking anything away from Naomi because a win is a win, and it happened. But you know, her getting points and penalties and all this type of stuff was just so unfair to a champion. That's ridiculous. But congratulations, Naomi, on your win.
And also, I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed in the world for just booing Naomi while she was trying to that was her moment. They booed her, girl. And that was her moment.
Is that why she was crying?
Yeah, it's just a lot on her. And it's just like, yo, she played the game. And
she probably thinks that she doesn't even deserve it.
She probably does. She probably does. And this is her hero. Serena's her hero.
And Serena was there for her, though. She really was confronting her, so that was really nice.
It's just like, yo,
we need to do better.
Everybody in this world is just trash. Y'all all trash.
Do better.
By the way, speaking of her being Haitian and Japanese, I love how a lot of black people, whether African American, whether just African, or whether just, Caribbean, that they're showing a lot of love to Naomi. But I don't see no love on regards to the fact that she's Asian. I don't see no Asian American people shouting high. I went to everybody's Instagram page. Jeremy Lin. I'm calling everybody out. All the people that's on Crazy Asians.
Crazy Rich Asians?
Crazy Rich Asians.
I want to see the movie, to be honest.
I want to see the movie too.
Yeah.
I probably will see it. But
it's really good.
All those people that's in the movie, I'm going on Instagram page. I don't see y'all.
But is it within their culture to do that though? To shout people out?
All Asians shouted out Crazy Rich Asians, like, oh yes, this is a new thing. We're gonna change Hollywood, just like the way black people did for Black Panther, which is in their right, which is perfectly fine. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of half Asian people. And a lot of biracial Asian people.
All right, so what you're trying to say is that
black.
We show love regardless of what it is. As long as you are of color, we showing you love.
You can have a drop of blackness. Everybody's going, look how everybody treated Meghan Markle. Girl, everybody was just like.
Let's not get into that because that's a whole time.
Everybody was just like, oh, Meghan Markle. That's what I don't see none of these other Asian people, whether Asian.
Oh, now I understand
Asia,
exactly
Asian
what it is you're trying to say. They're only trying to put her now that she's a winner in the Asian realm, but they're not even embracing that? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I'm just trying to say that I just don't see them shouting her out.
Okay.
And people be like, oh, it's not within their culture. I'm like, because there's a lot of Asian people who do great things that other Asian people do post and be like and celebrate. I'm just saying she is half Asian. If she's putting Haiti on the map, she's always putting Japan on the map. She's putting Japan on the map too. And I don't really see other Japanese players really winning like that. So you actually have a winner. So I'm just saying, I
think everyone needs to be happy. The black people and the Japanese people. Everybody, we're winning.
Asian and black people should be.
We're winning. I mean, I think
two groups of people of color. We should be happy.
Miss America is black as well. Miss New York. She won Miss America. Congratulations. And she from New York. Sis, what's good? Okay, no, let me stop. I don't know your name, but I see you.
I don't remember her name.
No, you
Damn.
ain't gonna
And I
remember.
posted it
She's
too.
very
Sorry.
pretty, too.
She's gorgeous. And she could sing
Can
opera.
I just make a thing? It's completely off topic. But I've noticed that every time Miss Panama goes to the Miss Universe,
Yeah.
she's never black.
Yeah, she's always like...
She's always like, no, I don't want to
Mystique?
say she's not black, but she's not of darker skin. Like, she's always like super
say
light. I don't know.
Oh.
She's just super light, and I've always been like, okay, like I know y'all got some black looking people in Panama.
we're like...
So
To wrap it up, thank you for watching and for commenting and supporting as always. Bye. Guys. Thanks.